Chapter 593. Zora had already exposed her true colors. She was already entering the finishing stage of slaughtering the pig. When Elaine saw the murderous expression on Zora's face, she felt that she could not possibly be a wealthy woman at all. She suddenly realized that she had probably been cheated. After looking at Lucy, she felt that something was really wrong at this point. Why would Lucy take the initiative to come and apologize to her today? Moreover, why would Lucy even take the initiative to invite her to come over to play mahjong with them? Was this really planned by Lucy? There was something amiss with Zora too. Wasn't she supposed to be bad at playing mahjong? So, how could she possibly win so much money from her then? As she thought about this, Elaine suddenly realized that she had probably been fooled. At this time, Elaine pointed a finger at Lucy before she blurted out furiously, "You with the last name Richard. You are such a shameless bitch. You actually colluded with others and set up a trap to cheat me of my money." Lucy was taken aback and she quickly replied, "Elaine, what are you talking about? Why are you saying that I cheated you when you had lost the money on your own? Didn't you see that I've also lost money today?" Elaine continued scolding, "Don't try to fool me any longer. You told me to signal to you before we started playing. So, why didn't you give me any of the tiles that I needed?" Lucy had a dodgy expression on her face as she said, "What are you talking about? I don't understand what you're trying to say at all. I think that you should pay Sister Zora the money that you owe her as soon as possible. Stop talking to me about all these useless things." Zora also glared at Elaine with a cold expression on her face as she said, "The one with the surname Parker, you'd better hurry up and pay me the money that you owe me. Otherwise, I'll make sure to teach you a lesson tonight." Elaine lost her temper and she pushed all the mahjong tiles onto the ground before she cursed, "You're all bastards. I know that the three of you ganged up to cheat me of my money. I won't give you anything today." Zora frowned as she said, "No? You're refusing to pay up? Okay, just wait. I'll ask my nephew to come over immediately." After she was done speaking, Zora took out her cell phone before she made a phone call. When Elaine heard that Zora was going to call her nephew who was a gangster to come over, she anxiously yelled, "No, don't. Don't call your nephew. Sister Zora, why don't we talk things over in an amicable manner?" Zora simply ignored Elaine. The phone call was connected quickly and Zora opened her mouth and said, "Nephew. Someone owes me tens of millions of dollars, but she's refusing to pay up. Come over here and help me get my money. I'll buy you a BMW in return." As soon as Zora spoke, an angry voice sounded over the other end of the line. "Huh? What did you say, second aunt? Someone actually refused to pay up when she owes you money? Is she tired of living in Oris Hill? Where are you? I will bring some of my men over there to teach her a lesson now." Zora hurriedly replied, "Good. Good. I am at Villa at Thompson First. Come over as soon as you can." After hanging up the phone, Zora looked at Elaine with an arrogant expression on her face as she sneered and said, "My nephew is already on his way here. I'd advise you to find a way to raise the money as soon as possible, or you can ask your son-in-law to come and transfer the ownership of the villa over to me. Otherwise, you are dead meat when my nephew arrives." At this time, Elaine felt very regretful and she really wanted to slap herself in the face. Why was she so obsessed with money? Why did she even agree to come and play mahjong with Lucy and her little group of scammers? She had even lost all of her savings in her house, as well as mortgaged Alex's villa to Zora. What would happen if Alex was unwilling to let her take his villa to repay her debts? Elaine suddenly felt very desperate as she thought about this. At this time, there was a sudden rush of footsteps outside the villa. After that, a burly man stepped through the front door. There were more than a dozen subordinates following behind him and all of them looked extremely rough and cold. Elaine could tell with a single glance that they were not good people.